My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is July 10th, 2023. It is 2:16 a.m. This is video number 2. On my last video, I was discussing about Invictus that I will be sharing on all 3 channels, but majority of the activities that's going on Invictus, I'll be sharing it on this channel, my charity channel. Our part of Pure Service. So if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And some parts will be shown on Patreon, and I will be having Patreon. Hopefully my final decision is to have Patreon, and some stuff will be sharing on Patreon. Okay, so hopefully you guys will support me. But I will also share regular tweets on this channel. Pure Team Sussex. All right, so my revenue still remain at $300+, but my views are going up, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. And this is one of the reasons why I'm going on Patreon, so I could be able to sustain myself and then to have a home. Okay, where if for instance something happened on YouTube, my channel is no longer there, you know I'm on Patreon. All right, so this is the first tweet. Okay, Meghan, 8 years old, holding cousin Donovan. Is that Donovan who's playing hockey? Is it hockey? Baseball. Is that him? Where they met and he was saying they are cousin. Is that the one? Okay, maybe I'm wrong with the wrong person. Very interesting. Lili has her mom's entire with her daddy's Spencer coloring and hair, face, in my opinion. Harry and Meghan make lovely combination. Is this the picture from Samantha's last Australian interview trying to show she and Meghan were real and one big happy family? Samantha's mother and daughter says Samantha hated Doria and Meghan. She's a baggage for God. There's a commercial. I'm older than Doria. When I grew up, cousins were not only children and biological aunts and uncle, but we also call my parents' close friends aunties and uncle and their children's cousin, even though we were not biological related. I think in most cultures they do that. It's some form of respect. Okay, her hair is everything. Oh, how gorgeous. You definitely can see the passion and holding Donovan. Okay, Meghan's style of jewelry has not changed. Multiple bracelets with a definite charms necklace. She has a lot of hair. These pictures were sold for money. Shame. Wow. Meghan has a lot of hair. So lucky. Her hair has always been gorgeous. So they sold this. Oh my God. They backstabbed her. May God continue to protect her. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. It's very sad to see this is what family do. Wow. Okay, next tweet. Meghan's maternal grandmother, Granny Jeanette. So good. Yep, she's probably in heaven with Princess Diana doing that thing. Enough is enough. They want to protect them. Wow. Okay, I still got mine, yellow and green. And this pic, Meghan looked like that horrible father who betrayed her and sold her out for tabloid. It's not her fault. The way the squad respond to some of the things. Okay, she's the one with the Nigerian gene. You can tell from the lovely hair she's holding baby Meghan. Granny Waglin helped to raise Meghan too. Okay, I had the same roller. What a beauty. The other queen. Yep. Beautiful lady. She's up there doing her work up there. Okay, beautiful woman. I swear, many of you will say, oh my God, I'm so freaking crazy. That in one of my podcasts, when I started mentioning Meghan's grandmother, and I was like, when it's so freaking stupid. When Princess Diana went to heaven, oh my God. And then she now aware that Meghan's grandmother have died a while back, so she's searching through all the people who are in heaven looking for Meghan's grandmother, and said we need to work together and get those vile people off our kids. So she went to Meghan's grandmother to team up to get help and defending those kids. I know it sounds crazy, the image that I see in my head when I was saying this, and I'm still seeing it. It's ridiculous. Okay, you could call me crazy, I don't care. I'll take that with a badge of honor. Beautiful woman, look like an able woman by her dressing and demeanor. All right, let's look at the picture one more time. Yeah. Yep. All right, next tweet. Okay, so there's that. I consider Suits to be a masterpiece, especially in a web series genre sense, especially for people and corporate job. It's a must watch. This is such a good show. I love it so much. Thanks for inviting me to the party. Suits on Netflix. Meghan is so author and shining actress. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to rewatch it. Saw it the first time around and love Rachel Meghan back then. Just started watching Suits and is the best Netflix series I've seen yet. Great writers, great casting, perfect blend of enlightening business dynamic and personal value lesson without allowing the show to fall into the black human emotional well. Beautiful modern set. There's a loving eye. You have to go back to the update. A masterpiece. Get out in the world and obtain experiences. Enjoying Suits too. Meghan is a good actress. Okay, so that's that. I'm watching it again, and I fell asleep as usual. Alright, next tweet. If you are new to Suits on Netflix, this was Patrick J. Adams, Mike Ross, response to Harry and Meghan's engagement announcement. In one of my tweet videos on PYTE, I read his entire thread. I don't know which video it is, but I read the entire thread in one of the videos. Okay, so, and I tried to look for his thread of what, defending Meghan. I'm talking about the defending part, when the tabloid was, non-stop. He was defending Meghan. So I read that thread. That's the thread I'm talking about. If I come across it again, I'll share it. Okay, there's Patrick congratulating Meghan the announcement of the engagement. She said she was just going out to get some milk. Okay. He's making reference as he is the TV husband. Okay, the TV husband is speaking. Okay. The Prince of Wales has announced the engagement of Prince Harry and Miss Meghan Markle. Okay, so that's a thread here. This is a screenshot, so I cannot go in. Playing Meghan's television partner for the better part of a decade uniquely qualifies me to say this. Your Royal Highness, you are a lucky man, and I know your long life together will be joyful, productive, and hilarious. Meghan's so happy for you. Friend, much love. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Thank you for this. My pleasure. I concur, sir. It's madam, but thank you. You don't know who's behind the tweet. All right, so there's that. Okay, well, if he said anything nasty, he wouldn't have been invited to the wedding. Also, this doesn't surprise me, as Meghan has always only shown kindness and politeness to people she perceived as worthy, and Adam was above her and Suits, so of course she will have been nice to him. There's that respect when you are at work. It doesn't matter. There's that respect at work. A paycheck is a paycheck. Remember, each person have a role to play. All right, they probably already told her when she was going for casting, this is what you're gonna do, whatever. They probably don't tell her everything, because maybe every week they're writing something, right? But she know what role she was playing. So respect, when you're in a workplace, you should respect everybody. It doesn't matter how high. Okay, let's say from your boss to the person who's cleaning, you should show respect to everybody. All right, let me go into that. Let's see what some people say. Okay, I also show kindness to people that act like human beings You, okay? Oh, do shut up. That's what I'm like, my goodness. She received her paycheck. That's all she care about going over there. You know, sometimes they don't even see each other. I never been on a TV set or anything how it works, but I could tell you when whoever's producing, who's filming the thing, will say, okay, this day we're gonna do this particular scene. All right, they'll tell the actors, you don't need to show up, you don't need to show up, this person show up because this is what we're gonna focus on. Sometimes they probably don't even see each other. So respect goes all the way. This is the mentality of the UK. Like, people who's cleaning should be treated differently than the freaking king. If everybody was treated with respect, the nonsense that's going around the world will never happen. It's respect all the way. Alright, so there's this. I'm glad the squad caught it. Okay, not one of the past co-workers have had anything mean to say about her. Even the most basic food service people have had nothing but kind words about her. Not until the royal family decided to try and make her look bad as anyone had something mean to say. Yeah, that's it. Okay, come on, sheesh. Can't you just say sound great? And the worst take ever award goes to killer, whatever the person is. I always show kindness to people that are worthy. Even in the Bible, it says give not. Okay, who's that? Is that the same person? No, that's someone. Just show kindness. I always say on previous recordings, I've said this. Your initial interaction with someone is show kindness. Then how they respond back to you, then you do what you have to do to protect yourself. But the kindness must be always the first thing to show. Because, my God, how hard it is to just show kindness. Okay, I always show kindness to people that are worthy. Even in the Bible, it says, give not that which is holy unto the dog, neither cast you your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. She is doing great. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. Your initial interaction, you first meet somebody, is just show kindness. Then if the person respond back differently, you do what you have to do. Okay, but kindness should always be the first thing. Okay, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Let's look at the pictures. These are for the squaddies who love this stuff. Okay, I read some of my comments and said, I love this. I'm not really a fashion person, but hey, the channel is for you guys. And of course, I answer my opinion on some of these. There's Harry here. Look like he's looking at Meghan here. When you put everything together, it looks like Harry's looking at Meghan. Okay, there's that. My sister and sisters. The squad. Oh my goodness. There's this. Okay, emojis. They are too hot. Had them. Call the police and the firemen. They're beautiful. There's a loving eye. Her bag is fantastic. Her accessory game is tight. Oh my. We are looking fine. There's this. Okay, so that's different. Okay, so since we're talking about Meghan and it's this, let's look at this. Something about the way Princess Meghan interact with kids in a crowd, the children princess. All right, so let's see here. That's nice. Always go down their level. Harry does the same thing too. There they are. That was the Invictus, Netherlands. Look at this. During the Invictus, they have like rooms for the families and all of that. I would love to go there in one of the Invictus game because they accommodate everybody. There's this, the kids. Look at her, so cute. All right, you bend at their level. You're not towering over them. All right. Oh, let's read some of the comments. There's a loving eye. Does look genuine. There you are. It does look genuine. If she didn't care, she would just bend down slightly and just touch their head. Black. Alright. Okay, Meghan is a natural. You can tell she really loves kids. Alright. When you look at her co-star had something to say about that as well. I have the clip where they worked late night and her husband went out to business, you know, out of town, and then there's Meghan the following day come up to cheer her up with the kids.
It's fun, and also we're all in Toronto where we film the show, so we become a little family. So really, I think we all sort of lean on each other. I don't have to balance two beautiful little girls like Sarah does, but she does it so well, and like I think we all just manage to support each other with whatever comes up.
I'll give you an example. I was working till 4:30 in the morning on a Friday night, and my husband was traveling for business. And on Saturday morning at 7:30, right about 20 minutes after the kids woke up, my front door bell rings, and it's Meghan with scones and Starbucks. And we turned on cartoons, and the girls were like, what is this amazing thing called a scone? And we let them eat them in bed and get crumbs everywhere. And it was just exactly what I needed, you know, off in Toronto, and really, really delirious morning to have my friend show up and save me.
How would I not do it? I mean, we're about to start filming season 4, and so I think, you know, we're just so grateful that people have responded so well to the show, that you know, if we're lucky enough to have 5, 6, 7 seasons, that these friendships that you see us develop on camera are really a reflection of how well we all get along off camera.
All right. And there's other videos of her giving gifts to other people's children and all of that. At that time, she didn't have any kids. So she was serenading all the other kids, her friends' kids. How y'all Sunday going? Make sure to stream Suit on Netflix. There's that. Okay, so there's more. Let's go on the next tweet that I have to share with you. Because if I keep on going, I'll stay off course. Okay, that's the audio, it seems like.
Criminal stupidity.
Okay, that's a TikTok video. Okay, glad he had the chance to tell his side of the story, because the British press and royalists misinformed the public. Now most of them are bitter and don't want to hear the truth. Harry and Meghan, Sussex. This is the thing. This is why they continue with their spread of lies. They're spreading it like a wildfire. So when the truth come out, they don't even want to hear it. Okay, so they know what they're doing. So Harry and Meghan needs to continue doing what they do best. Tell their side of the story. All right, neo-Nazi podcast host who target. Okay, so let's just listen to that. Okay, 45 seconds.
Racism, misogyny, criminal stupidity, it all increased. Not knowing where else to turn, I phoned Pa. Don't read it, darling boy. It's not that simple, I said angrily. I might lose this woman. She might either decide I'm not worth the bother, or the press might so poison the public that some idiot might do something bad, harm her in some way. It was already happening in slow motion. Death threats. Her workplace on lockdown because someone, reacting to what they'd read, had made a credible threat. She's isolated, I said, and afraid. She hasn't raised the blinds in her house for months, and you're telling me not to read it? The more disheartening response was from my family. Racism, misogyny.
Okay, it's playing again. It's like he was afraid Meghan will leave. Just like some of the squad said, many of us will not sustain this nonsense.
Stupidity. It all increased. Not knowing where else to turn, I phoned Pa. Don't read it, darling boy. It's not that simple, I said angrily. I might lose this woman.
There it is.
She might either decide I'm not worth the bother, or the press might so poison the public that some idiot might do something bad.
Meanwhile, they all were behind it. It's very sad when you think deep about the nonsense that they put them through, the backstabbing. This is the thing that I was saying in video 1, where the UK is good at that. They stir the pot and then they stay behind. They don't show their face that they're the one who's doing it. Alright, so it's the same thing here again. Okay, sad. Yeah, it is sad. Let's see more reply. The firm is an institution that brings together, for better or worse, many individual family. Okay, everyone does what they have to do for their own self-preservation, and so Harry was forced to do what he had to do for his family. Let's not be hypocritical. Lots of problem. All right, so there's a hater, someone that I blocked, so I don't even need to hear. All right. Okay, Harry Pa, King Charles III is a hole for a father. And this is why, one of many reasons why, you know, he's getting the booze now. All he needed to do was protect his son. They don't really have to love or like Meghan. They don't have to. But the respect, this is the thing again with respect. Just so show kindness and respect and do your own thing and ignore them. But no, they insert themselves into Harry and Meghan's problem. They instigate, they try to mess things because this is how they feel. You should not be. You should, the authority, as if they could control everybody. This is the problem they're having. That's the problem they're having. Okay, if they just let them be, okay, and then everybody stay within their boundaries, guess what? The institution will be fine. People will not know if there is a problem or none of this nonsense that's happening here. All right? Because Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, revived the institution, made people wanted to see this thing work. But instead, they turned vile. So that's what they get. All right, next tweet. Harry revealed that he used his trust from his mother to support him and his family after his father, Prince Charles, cut him off financially at the start of 2020 following Harry and Meghan's exit from the British royal family and moved to the United States. Quote, I had to afford security for us, Harry said at the time. Quote, I was cut off in the first quarter of 2020, but I've got what my mom left me, and without that, we will not have been able to do this. Let this sink in. Yeah. My goodness. This is what happened. You stood up firm to your conviction. This is, I mean, when you look at everything, everything that happened to him from the time his mother passed and everything boiled up. This guy had really not a lot of people. The kind of love he was searching for, he didn't have that. And each time he find it, they mess it up for him. So he was like, it's either all or nothing. Wow. This is a very nice picture. Very nice picture. Is that psyche of things, they're talking to each other without saying the word. Okay, I think we need to remember, I would think that security is one of his highest, yep, I've said this in a very, very old tweet on PYTE. The money that his mom gave him would blow up, finish within a year, because it's very expensive. And plus as well, it depends on, well, let me not say, because there are times I don't know how they do the agreement with security, but let's say they're going overseas or something like that, that might jump up a little bit. Not only buying a hotel room for them, food, accommodation, and then on top of it, the service of them doing the security work for them. So that will blow up in a second. My goodness, I've said this a long time ago. The money will blow up in one pub, I don't know, maybe within a month. Okay, I think we need to remember, I would think that security is one of his highest bill. He will need that wherever he was, not due to his fault, but because of who he is and all the hate out there he was born into that wasn't his choice, nor any of his cousins or brothers. Not only that, this is true, but not only that, the stirring of nonsense, his family stirring the pot. Okay, what do I mean by stirring the pot? Saying untruthful things, make people boil people's emotion.
It was a very serious situation, and a lot of people talked about, how can you tell the difference between a bully and a demanding boss? It's obviously a legitimate question, but the point is that these people who felt they were bullied, who left their jobs, are still in an emotionally fragile and fraught state today. I mean, literally today. And that speaks not of being spoken harshly by a demanding boss. It speaks of bullying and the psychological effects of that bullying. These are people I know. They're not strangers. I speak to them, sometimes often, sometimes rarely, but I know them. And they've come to me because they're concerned. They're concerned about two things. One is that these victims of bullying, their stories have never been told. They're silent victims, their lives have been affected by what they went through. And secondly, they're keen to correct the narrative. They think that Meghan has been having it all her own way. She's portrayed herself as a victim of the royal family. And what they're saying is, actually, it's a more complicated story than that. There are two sides to this, and actually, there are other victims here as well. I was shocked by what I heard. I mean, I knew that she was difficult. I didn't know how difficult, and I didn't know how bad it was, but I was absolutely shocked by what I heard. Harry and Meghan's lawyers, Shillings, are very aggressive.
Okay, what do I mean by stirring the pot? Saying untruthful things, make people boil people's emotion.
The couple are very litigious, and they will come after any newspaper that they feel has wronged them.
Saying untruthful things.
They've sued a lot, and they've had victories. But the Times was prepared for this. We spent a long time making sure that all the allegations that we were going to put into the newspaper were absolutely correct, were checked, were double checked, and we were entirely confident about what our sources were saying and why they were saying it.
And this is very serious indeed. But one other thing that I've learned is that whilst this bullying claim was submitted by their then chief communications officer, the head of comms at Kensington Palace, the staff involved didn't know that it had been submitted. And the staff involved didn't know that had been submitted. And
making sure that all the allegations that we were going to put into the newspaper were absolutely correct, were checked, were double checked, and we were entirely confident about what our sources were saying.
When they found out, they asked for it to be rescinded. So we've got quite a difficult story here about a bullying complaint.
Saying untruthful thing, make people boil people's emotion.
Making sure that all the allegations that we were going to put into the newspaper were absolutely correct, were checked, were double checked, and we were entirely confident about what our sources were saying.
Toward his son. This is the thing that's even making it cost more for him. Because the hate is within people. I mean, sometimes I just don't know how those people's mind really work, where it's like a sponge. They grab any negativity and act on it. Okay, so the family, the stirring the pot of negativity into the people's psyche, and then for them to react. Look what the other day, my last video regarding those two, that's what's gonna be public later. Where is it? This. Okay, the threat that they face, those two guys who's gonna be sentenced in September, I believe. Okay, so all of this play a part of it. Okay. Definitely. There's 21 comment in that. I'll come back to that. Okay, look at the comment. One, understand why Harry and Meghan left. Comprehension doesn't come easy for many. People are angry that these people not only survive that trying period, but are thriving in their new environment. We should celebrate their effort instead. Okay, exactly. Reading some of the terrible comments here, I have concluded that there are some very miserable folks who are unsatisfied with their lives and feel the need to attack others. That's the thing I was saying. I can't really comprehend the nonsense. The brain, it's like a sponge. Any negativity that's spilled out there, they automatically take it and act upon it. Okay, who are unsatisfied with their lives and feel the need to attack others. I actually feel sorry for them. Imagine living in a perpetual state of misery and attack others. Sad. And this is why I always say, baggage for God. Let God deal with them. Okay, yes, this is sad. Very sad. I say I wanted to go into that. 21 comment. Okay, regarding the security bill. Okay, definitely 100%. They choose to leave, they plan to leave, so they should have organized their own security. Why should taxpayer for them? Oh my goodness, they never ask for them to for the thing to flip the bill. Okay, so this is the thing here. They left because they would still be over there. I guess people forget where all this started.
Is that the case?
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, and if we're talking about why this whole, Harry Meghan thing started, it started because several years ago, if you cast your mind back, the Queen was and always will be the most popular royal, but second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well, I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far. Absolutely. But it's all history now, isn't it?
No, but it's not history, because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you
never win.
If you never win, but the media will always be at war with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison.
Okay, Meghan didn't even want that huge wedding, but they insist for her to have it. Okay, and then they use it against her. Oh, we give you this, we give you that. But meanwhile, the most simplest things that they need to do, just being kind, they can't even do that. If they had left Harry and Meghan alone, if you look at how Meghan was living when she was in Canada, making her own money and all of that, and then to give all that up because she loved Harry and live in that freaking place, And then, on top of it, they prevent her from loving her husband, creating unnecessary noise. All right? They were working together with William and Kate and all of that. The thing got so much with all those BS, they decided to move their separate ways. We forgot all of that. And then, to put matter into worse, even the fact that they were far away from them, living at the Fragmore, they were still stirring the pot, intercept her letters, do all sort of stupidity. So at some point, okay, when is enough is enough. So they had to move away because the nonsense was getting too much. It's not Harry and Meghan who caused all of this. They need their peace of mind. Like Harry said when he was leaving the UK to go meet Meghan in Canada, he wants a peaceful life.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
He tried to work with the institution. They will not accept anything. And then remember, Harry is a blood prince. And Meghan have said in the Oprah interview that she understands you don't care about her and Archie. She said that's fine. She doesn't need your security. She could take care of that. But Harry needs it because he's a blood prince. Meghan was speaking on behalf of Harry. Did they care? No. Okay? The institution did not care. Okay? There's Harry who even said he will pay for his own security. They won't even give him that protection. Okay? So they mean harm to him. That's what it is. Okay? If people don't get that, you are full baggage for God. Okay? Okay? They choose to leave. They plan to leave, so they should have organized that. Nah, this was a last minute thing. They had to run, otherwise the death threat. Look at this. I just showed you. There was death threat. People have been prosecuted and things like that. What do they need it? Okay, what do they need it for besides the Taliban and his security? Won't help with that. Okay, I don't understand that. But he could have taken his million and live a more modest life. What the fuck? The million that he has didn't come out of the blue. His father cut him off. He only had his mother's money. Okay. Do money grow on tree? Money doesn't grow on tree. That money would have done already. You have every day you living, the place you stay is not free. Okay, you have to pay bill on it, whether it's tax on it if you purchase it. Okay, that's another lump sum that goes out of it. Okay, pay a lump sum for whatever house you bought or whatever. You get a loan. Okay, if you get a loan, how are you gonna replace the loan? Money have to come in order to go out. So where do these people think? How do they think? Do money grow out of nowhere? Everything's supposed to give them for free, just like the institution want people to give everything to them without them doing a damn thing? They could have lived a modest life and live with their millions. Okay, where does that million comes from? The one that Princess Diana left them, this would have gone already. Even if they were not doing anything where they will need security. Okay, the place that they live in, the food that they eat, the clothes that they wear and all of that. Where do the money come from? Can they produce all of this themselves? Do these people ever think? Okay, we all have to plan a budget. Yeah, they have to plan a budget. Guess what? This is why they have to work. And then the work that they do, the work that they are good at, require them to interact with other people. They don't stay in a freaking bubble where everything comes to them. They have to go out and do things, interact with people, promote their work, and all of this. Okay, look what happened in New York. They were giving her award for the work that she did. Was the chase necessary? No, it was not necessary. Who told them to go chase them? Who was the first one who put the pictures, the story about the chase on the paper, and then they quickly remove it? Who did that? How did they know? Living millions of miles away. So they need to do work in order to live, okay? So all the money that's coming in, they could sustain the lifestyle that they have to pay for the security. Are they asking me or you for money? No. They're doing the work to bring in the money. My goodness. Where do these people get their heads? Their brain. Okay? Alright, let's read this. But he could have taken his million and live a more modest lifestyle. We all have to plan a budget. His problem is he doesn't know how to. Yes, he does. He does, because the thing that he's doing is bringing in money. Also, he can control TGW spending. Zero sympathy for multimillionaire who can't look after their money. All right, that's a baggage for you. You're saying a whole bunch of nonsense that doesn't equal to anything. Okay, money doesn't stay like that all the time. You have money. Money is meant to be spent. Okay, so where do you get the money? Okay, lucky for him, his mom left the money, right? So that money would have been finished already. So once his mother's money finished, where does he get more money? Where does money come from? How does he get more money? How will he sustain himself? How will he eat? How will he get a roof over his head? How will he get his clothes? How will he pay his light, water, bills, and all of that? Where will that money come from? Will he be living from couch surfing, like some people have said? Go from one friend to another? Probably people will open their door for him, but you can't live a life like that. So he needs to make his money in order for him to sustain himself. My goodness, for 18 people to like it. My goodness. Okay, there's one comment. You act like he can just get a job and live in the suburb. He was born royalty. His security needs from birth dictate the need for a gated community, and an affluent neighborhood is too dangerous otherwise. That's another aspect of it. Did he live in a gated community in Botswana? Working members of the royal family don't get funded security 24/7. Okay, this is just excuses of nonsense. It's too dangerous for them. Has Prince Harry compromised his own security by revealing his Taliban kill count? Read the book. Just read the book. Prince Harry needs to grow up. Yeah, he's growing up and he's making the right decision for his family, and accept there are consequences for creating royal family. So what consequences of leaving the royal family? What is the consequences? You need to tell me. What is the consequences? This was... My goodness. I'm trying to understand. Okay, this is why he's been saying from the get-go he wants to separate the family with the business aspect of it.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
When it comes to the work ethic of the work responsibilities of the royal family, fine, take pictures. When it comes to family, this is private. He doesn't want to mingle that. But the royal family doesn't want to define that for him. For Harry. But for them, the rest of the royal family, they have that. But because Harry doesn't have control of it, they're mingling everything up for him. But Harry have been saying he wants the separation, right? So now his work aspect of the royal family, he's wanted to do it. He even asked to do 50-50 after they interfering in his private life. Okay? So eventually he just left the work aspect of it. Meanwhile, he's trying to build a relationship with the family aspect of it. But hey, the hate is so deep. They don't want to do that. So what did he do? He has to live his life eventually. Everybody have one life to live. You only have one chance of it. So he's making the best of that one chance. So quitting the royal family, he didn't quit the royal family. He quit the business aspect of the institution. But he's, look at this, doesn't his cousin came to visit him? And I'm pretty sure there's other family members who come and visit him. They just don't make it public. This is why he wanted the separation, the privacy part. This is not for us to know. We could assume, we could imagine. If we didn't have the docuseries, we would not know that one of his family members came to visit. And we did see in pictures where him and his cousin went to the football game. But we will never know they were hanging out, doing all those nice stuff in the docuseries. So Harry wanted to maintain the family aspect of it, but the business aspect, he quit it. He said he doesn't want to do the work with the institution. Have you ever left a job, or you either quit, or you've been fired, or you find something better? People have done that before. But the institution doesn't want that for him. So what's the problem here? Okay, Botswana is slightly different than living in California. There's the ruling eye. Exactly. He could have taken his inheritance and lived comfortably. That's for you to say. Okay, he's a young man. He has things to contribute to the world. Okay, he wants to do what he feels that is best for him. Look at this. He did the Invictus. How many people that he's helping to Invictus? You mean for him to suppress his potential because some people don't like it? Don't like what he's doing because the others are mediocre? I mean, if I had the ability to do some of this, I would. But my goodness, some people are really something. Suppress your full potential because the others are so mediocre. What kind of a F is this?
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
If everybody mind their own business, don't get into Harry's business, none of this will be needed. Harry will carry out whatever work he wants to do. Nobody will care. He will still do his Invictus game and whatever, helping the unfortunate. Nobody will care of what he's doing. But the others are so mediocre of what they're telling people, why they're taking the people's money, and then they can produce shit with that. But Harry, he's passionate about the work that he's doing, so you want him to suppress his passion, his work ethic, because you feel like, oh, he should not be doing that because he quit the royal family. My goodness. Wow. Okay, let's read this and then move to the next tweet. The nonsense that I'm reading, my goodness. Exactly, he could have taken his inheritance and lived comfortably. Remember, money don't just sit there. It doesn't just grow by itself. You have to do something with money in order for it to keep having it. Right? And this is why so many people are manipulative of others, because they want more of money, more of it, so they could do things instead of doing things the right way. So they rather backstab others, even kill for money. Okay, so there's this guy who's doing his thing legally and passionately, and you guys want him to, no, don't do this because you quit the royal family, take your inheritance and just go quietly. And what kind of a world is that? My goodness. All right, so she's saying that here, this person is agreeing because California and Botswana is different from that. Even if he was living comfortably in Botswana, knowing how the institution is, they will send people to sort of poke at them. Okay? So the institution can never mind their own business. Okay, exactly. He could have taken his inheritance and lived comfortably elsewhere. Instead, he quit his job, then expected his father and taxpayers to fund a new life in the US. Too lazy to work. This, you just can't sort yourself out because he's doing work right now. His father may have proven more support, but after Prince Harry and TGW lie on Oprah, no chance. They didn't lie. Okay, that's the court system. People keep on saying they lie, they lie, they lie, they lie. That's the court system is open to everybody. All they have to do, whatever lies they think Harry and Meghan said in the Oprah interview, call them to court, which has been proven already. The sister, the half-sister have called Meghan to court. What happened to that? They thrown out because there was no case. There was absolutely no case. So all of your BS is full of BS on top of BS on top of BS. Okay, let me move on. There's some people who need to block because I don't want to come up with nonsense where I have to keep on copy. Next tweet. Okay, next tweet. Okay, God has the best sense of humor. The Windsors had concern about how dark Harry and Meghan's children will look when they should have been more concerned about how much they will look like and remind the world of Diana Spencer. Diana lives on through her true heirs. Alright, there's Archie. Cute little guy. Curly hair. Full of energy. There's Lili. Wow. Cute little girl. Blue eyes. And there's Princess Diana. And there's Harry. Alright, let's see some of the comment. Red hair genes are strong. I had a dark hair husband, but my Celtic genes were stronger. There's the laugh. 2 red hair sons. Big reds. There's that. I've never forgotten. I saw a tweet from SO, not a squaddy, laughing about how the family member and British royal family was concerned about the shade of Archie's skin, only to end up with those 2 aggressively ginger kids. Royal family shouldn't be so mean. Genetic plays a great joke on them. Both Meghan's kids have flame red hair and one got blue eyes, meaning both Meghan and Harry have the recessive gene for red hair and blue eyes. The kids look more Henry VIII English than the royals do. That's the laugh. God looked down and said, Hakuna Mata. I will write this wrong and the world will forever know these are Diana Spencer's heirs. Those over there worry what the children will look like. They know God already planned it out for Diana's sake. Murmur. Alright, let's see this. Meghan got no representation. The gender rule the Sussex household. Okay, I love them. That's God at work. He knew how those undesirable had nothing good to say about those innocent, adorable babies. Therefore, he sent them a shock. All anyone can say is beautiful kids. God's blessing will be with them forever and always. Let's go into that. Royal family shouldn't be so mean. Genetic played a great joke on them. Alright, they have red hair and Lily had blue eyes. Like one of the most notable queens of England, Queen Elizabeth I had her papa Henry VIII, making them look more English than the royal family, who are German and not English, giving royal family concern about Archie's skin color. That called irony. Why isn't it great? The universe truly has a sense of humor. They are a lot better looking than the rest of the Windsors too. Okay, I have been keeping my mouth shut on the statistic of giving birth to these lovely children. I wonder if even Gregor Mendel could clarify the probability. Okay, absolutely. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This one I posted, I think that, yeah, I posted on my community board. Is that it? Let me make sure. Yes, it is. Let me pause it. This is Liam, I think it's Leanne Rhyme saying blue. All right. Princess Diana to her granddaughter, Princess Lili's eyes. All right, listen. I don't know if I'm gonna get black for it. It's only 6 seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna get black for it. Okay. You really are determined to push them over the edge on this peaceful Sunday. Did I lie? There's that. No, you didn't. Fucking lie. There's the laugh. There's the laugh. There's me here. You like mess, girl. OMG. Where do you find these short clips? Oh, that meant to be a T here. Short clips. No recovery from the left behind bunch. There's the shade. No lie detected. You are a menace. Keep going though. You are a menace. Keep going though. Alright? And I just know some royals are mad those kids are more Aryan than theirs, because that's what they value above all else. Yeah, that is true. There's that. The squad are just laughing. Oh, you petty. There's that. There's Princess Diana laughing. There's the laugh. The bluest blue. Vanessa. There's the laugh. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Oh my God. Vanessa be throwing some shade on Twitter. There's this here. There she is again. The same Twitter from the previous tweet. Oh, Princess Lili, I can't wait to see your blue eyes that you've inherited from your daddy and your beautiful grandma Diana. Red hair and blue eyes for the California princess with the best godfather ever. There's that here. So cute. She has grown from last year to this year. I'm saying that because of the Pippi Longstocking thing, the picture. Okay, don't forget the anti-aging genes from Meghan and Mama Dovia. Perfection. Pure perfection. There's that. Blue. There's this. True blue baby. I love you. Oh my Lord. The squad are crazy. Okay, 100%. What gorgeous bluest eyes little bit Diana has, like her grandma Betty and grandma Diana. There's the loving eye. Tapping it up with Fairy and Diana Spencer reddish red. There's that. That's in French. There's this. And the eloquent speeches she is going to make. The scientific fact, Meghan had the ginger gene and passed it on along with Harry's. Meghan looks so proud of her darling daughter. Bless her. There's this. Beautiful Princess Lili. Love the Sussex family. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, I need to finish quick because I don't want to make another video. I did video 1 already. It's 3 o'clock. Oh, I did that again. Where is it? Oh, Princess Lili. Wow. Look at all the cameras pointing at Harry and Meghan. Nobody's trying to take picture of really. You know, he hated it when they took his spotlight. Yep, his head is down. Everybody's pointing at Harry and Meghan. When was that? Looks like they were going in church or something. That freaking... I mean, I don't understand. Why do you want to be in the spotlight all the time? Oh my goodness. And if they were doing things that's good where people will see, but they're doing stupid things and they still want spotlight. Oh my God. Could keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Theodore Roosevelt. The photographers know very well who is their target. Star quality is the cameras focusing on the following Harry and Meghan. There's that. Yeah, they're all pointing this way. There he is there. Okay, it's really not Harry and Meghan's fault. They are interesting, relatable, popular, and people want to see, meet, and know them. I think William and Kate could have learned a lot from them instead of being jealous and envious. We all see that. Okay, there's the speech thing. Meghan could have helped the other one. So many other things. I even said that where Meghan wants to do a project. If the other one was smart enough, okay, say I will advocate for you in the firm to get what you need. That way you could do the project. All you need to do at the end, just fill me in and make me part of it. Okay, that's all. And sometimes show up with Meghan. That's it. But no. Alright, it's really not Harry and Meghan's fault. They are interested. Okay, I read that already. Wow, it's so crazy to see what they see. That must be triggering for Harry and scary for Meghan. No wonder they hold on to each other's hand so tight. I am confident, but I don't know if I could do what they do. Okay, what spotlight? The glow of the sun or overhead bulb reflecting from his pop scalp. Oh my God. The photo guys are like cats. They gravitate to the ones who I like them least. There's that. Sure, everyone wants to be with them. Spotify and Netflix especially. Really piss him off, don't it? Yeah, look. Oh, is that Zuzu? Yeah, there's Jodiva here. So what is that? Okay, this is something different. I rate popularity by how people are willing to spend their time and money. Harry's book has been the bestseller for over 6 months and has over 91,000 reviews. The book about the other brother never even broke through the top 500 and has less than 700 reviews. What? Let's look at this. Okay, there's the 91 plus. Amazon. Duke of Sussex. Oh wow, there's that. But we don't know where did they find the numbers. The Making of Modern Monarch. He blew it all. He blew it all. Especially what he did to Harry and Meghan, the backstabbing. Prince Harry and Meghan and their flap era. What is that? This is new. It was not on my list. Apple TV, Chart, Meghan Markle, Archetype Podcast. Okay, so there's everything here. All right, let's. Oh, I did say I was gonna look at something. The flashing of the bulb on the spot on the head. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I need to finish. I have 4 more tweets, and I think the rest are pretty much not about the Sussexes. All right, so this is Professor, and I thought that was a very nice tweet about her. She went on vacation in Ghana. This was the trip of a lifetime. Thank you for your hospitality, warmth, and commitment to the project of excavating and sharing our history. Even the parts some would prefer to forget, I'll never forget what I learned here. I hope to return soon. Okay, pound return. So she went to Ghana. I was looking at this guy over there. Look at him. The way he stands, you could see he's like strong and fit. His posture is pretty much intact. Yeah, look at his leg. You could see the quad. Okay, I was supposed to look at this, but it's him in the back I'm looking. All right, let's see this. More. Okay, there's that. There's that. My goodness, the savagery of humanity. Okay, it wasn't all sobering history. We had some fun too. Ghana has glorious, gorgeous beaches. Ooh, nice, the water. Nice. This is nice. I would love to visit. Look how clean it is. Very clean. Okay, what else? Share some more. And delicious food and drink. We had terrific meal at La Cheminière, Abyssinia. Okay, I hope I pronounce it right. And at the home of a new friend whose foundation. Okay, so there's another found. Heritage and Cultural Society. Let's follow. Okay, oops, let's see here. Come on. We connect and unite diaspora to promote and advocate for the preservation of African heritage and culture for socio-economic development. Very interesting. Okay. So I'm following it now. Okay, it's dedicated to preserving and sharing African heritage with diaspora. Okay, many thanks to the good folks at United, including Pursuer Lisa and Mike and flight crew member Kimberly for getting us here and back safely. Wheels up. I don't see any posts on thread. Trying to figure out. Okay, so okay, there's me responding saying nice. Our daughters from small town New Mern, North Carolina did study abroad at the University of Ghana. She stayed with 2 professors from the university who provided her with a driver to school. They treated her like their own daughter. Wonderful experience. Wow. That's very good. Great you enjoy visiting our homeland Ghana. You are always welcome. Okay. Oh, may God continue to protect those countries that trying to move forward and have the peace and stability. Please continue to protect them. We need to spread love more because hate have trying to overpower the world. So we need good to spread more to get rid of hate, because those people with the hateful mind, my goodness, All right, great you enjoy visit our homeland. Okay, so I read that already. Awesome to hear of another travel adventure from distant shore. Glad you enjoy your trip and made it home safe and sound. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. The next tweet is kind of funny tweet. Tweet is just animal. Lately I've been coming across this and I'm just having a fun looking at them. 57 minutes. Okay, oh my god, this got me. Look at the dog. Drama queen. Look at it. Yep. Oh my god. I'm telling you, people treat their animals like human, and the dogs are starting to act like animals. Is there a sound? Yeah, there's no sound. Okay, laughing my ass off. Drama queen for sure. I'm more curious about the cat in the background. That's a dog, not a cat. Is it? I thought that was a cat. That's a cat. I think that's a cat. But anyway, let's go to the next tweet. I think some people had posted their dogs too, but let's move on. Mute. Alright, so this one was kind of sad. Let's mute it because I don't want the music. Okay, this is the first minute of the dog being rescued. My goodness, look how the dog is holding to her leg. Okay, I'm not gonna play the audio because it's on music. Wow. Doesn't want let it go. I'm telling you, those dogs, animals, they are so how do you call this? They are so aware. Alright, I think this was this tweet that some people start putting other things about animals. Okay, Jenny is happy for him. There's that. She looks a lot like our adopted rescue, Belgian Malinois. Okay, I can handle this much better without the music. Okay, God bless those who rescued those animals that were abandoned. There was one. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. 42nd. Okay, and after they get acquainted, when they bring the dog home, this is what's happening. Look at it, just running wild in the back. This is why I cannot have dog in my house, because there's no place for them to run, and I don't have time to run to walk the dogs and pick up after their shit. There's probably pile of poop certain areas when you
Charlie.
it's playing over. Alright, this is my last one. It says drama queen. Did I put it twice? Is that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one, so forget it. Okay, I put that twice. So let's do a prayer. Prayer for prosperity. Okay, for prosperity. Let's do that. Okay, prosperity prayer. Give me assurance that as I seek your will, you will bless me with prosperity. May the love of the Father, the tenderness of the Son, and the presence of the Spirit gladden my heart and bring joy to my soul today for all days through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. I wanted to do something. While I was reading this, I'm thinking, let's do something else, which I haven't done in a while. Prayer for foot soldiers. Okay, what I mean by foot soldiers, whoever are new, is just people who their brain are like a sponge, who tend to take direction of people who wants them to do the negative thing for them. Okay, prayer for let's say foot soldiers. Foot soldier. Let's see if something come up. I'm looking for something good. Okay, pray for soldiers at war. Dear God, we lift up our troops who are in the midst of battle. We ask that you will give them courage and strength, protect them from harm, and keep them safe. We pray that you will be with them and give them peace in the midst of chaos. Let's look for something else. Prayer for the right mindset or something like that. That's the kind of thing I want. Right mindset. Let's see if something come up. Okay, so this will be it. Okay, Lord, we ask that you change the way we think, that you will please guide us into your path you have for us, that the voices we hear and the things we set our sight on will be honoring to you. Help us to think on things above, not on things of this world. Okay, so this is something like that I was looking for. When the people who's in control, who's in power, who's sending the young one to do the negative thing, we want you to interfere that. This is the thing that we want. Because those old people who think they're gonna live forever, whose times are about to be up, and then they're leaving the world in chaos. Instead of living their retired life or whatever time they have left peacefully, or just enjoy their grandkids or whatever life that they have left, just enjoy life. But instead what they're doing, they inserting negativity, spreading the hate, the lie, the negativity, poisoning the young kids. And this is why we're still having negativity continue around this world, because the old people wants to the young one to have the same negativity to continue. So when they're trying to spread their hate, I would like for you to interfere that. Come between that world. How will I say that? When their negativity is traveling, interfere it. Okay, don't let it reach its destination, which is the young mind. Interfere it. That way those young people could continue. Just see the world for what it is. See people for who they are, instead of already have a negative preconception of people when it's not what it is. We understand everybody is an individual. They have their own mind. They have their own perception of different things. But when the old people who's spreading hate, making it seem like it's everybody's that's like that, interfere that. Okay? Interfere the mind of young people when the negativity is about to enter their mind. This is why I wanted this prayer. Okay, foot soldiers, people because they want the young kids to be their foot soldiers for them, to carry out their negativity. Okay, meanwhile, what should be is for the young people to live their life, experience life, enjoy life, understand that there's a fire, you don't put your hand on it, this kind of thing. And this is what the old people were supposed to teach the young people. Okay, this is wrong, I went through it, I experienced this negativity, I do not want you to go through it. But instead they want them to repeating the same thing. We want that to stop. We want to evolve, we want to improve, we want to achieve what you intend for each one of us to do or to be, to accomplish. And whatever you have set out for each one of us, for each of the young people, no matter their background, to reach their full potential for what you wanted them to do. Don't make those old people cut their life short and prevent them from doing what you wanted them to do. So I'm asking you to interfere in that. Because I think the reason you don't come and interfere it, because people are not calling your name. We asking you, we calling you, we need you to intervene. There's so much people can do with their own two hands. There's a lot of people who's trying, but the negativity is so vast, and people seems to carry out the negativity more than the positivity, because the evil within those mindset, they're making it seem it's fun for those people to attract them. Interfere. This is where I want you to do. Interfere with those evil doers, evil mind who's inflicting negativity into the young people. Compassion seems like it's non-existent anymore. Even police, the first thing that they do is being savage. Interfere on those people's mind to say, okay, there's a human being, let's treat them with compassion first, and then see how the other person interact with them. Then they could do what needs to be done to subdue or whatever. Okay, all these things we need you to interfere, because we human, there's so much we can do. So I think you were waiting for us to keep on calling your name. Since I have the platform, I'm calling on you, because there's kids who needs to live their full potential. We need them to live their lives, because the earth is so beautiful, but people are messing it up. Evil wants to mess it up. when you look at what man-made wants to do with what you left for us, they want to destroy it. So we're calling you. We enjoy what you left for us, the earth, the water, the mountains, the sceneries, the greens, and all of that. We want that. But those evildoers wants to destroy it. Evil, we don't want evil to win. They make it seem like they're gonna win, but we want you to interfere. All right? I don't know. I hope it makes sense to some of us. It takes each one of us to do the right thing. One person cannot carry out the work. Each one of us have to do our part to reach for our kids, great-grandkids, to have a better future. All right, so that's it. When I was looking for the prayer, this is something like that I was looking for. Okay, I don't know verses in the Bible. Okay, it's not like I'm a full-blown religious person. Oh, everything is this. I'm just saying, you know, I prefer the prayer than doing something else. All right, so that's it. Whew. Okay. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And I've received some donation to PayPal and some Cash App. And I will be having Patreon for those who want to support me on that. And I'll be putting some variety of content. Things that I will not put on YouTube probably will be on Patreon, just to have something different. Some personal thing, maybe, I don't know, but whatever I'm gonna be sharing with you will be on YouTube. Okay, the Patreon part is if something were to happen to my channels and to help sustain my channel. Okay, that's why I'm having Patreon, because I'm having some issues with YouTube. People are viewing my videos, but my estimate revenue stuck on 300. Okay, YouTube told me some stuff on Twitter that is due to, I'm not gonna share it, but I'll read it. Let's see if I could find it. Okay, if you think there's unusual on your view account, you can share it via, oh, they say I could share it, so okay, so I'll share whatever I'm seeing here. All right, so I put some information here. There's them, they say our system verify and removes invalid view count from your channel for data accuracy. So who are those people? So I will suggest you, whoever is viewing my videos, just say present. You don't need to say anything spectacular. Oh, I love your video. Just put a comment and say present, something like that, or whatever is in your mind. Okay, because YouTube is saying that people are not viewing my thing, they're not somewhat valid. And I think I've read some of your comment where they're not even letting you put comment on the comment section. So I don't know. Okay, you can also check out these resources for tips on how to make your videos more discoverable. People who needs to see my videos are seeing it. Okay, but it's YouTube is preventing it from spreading more. Whatever needs to be done is being done already. Okay, many squad have shared my videos, and I've shared some of them recently on Twitter and stuff like that. I don't want haters to be coming on my thing. People, the same way some of the squaddies who discover my channel, they will discover me. Okay, I never really promote my channel, pay for promotion, nothing. I just left it there. The right people. It's one of those mindset that I have. If you build it, they will come. That's how I felt it with my channel. Okay, I build it and then they will find me, and it's been doing fine just like that. When you start promoting it, yes, it will be good, but guess what? It comes with haters as well. I don't want to deal with haters. All right, so there's that. You can also check out this resource for tips on how to make your videos more discoverable. All right, so there's me here. Even though I don't believe this, okay, I'm sharing some of the numbers here. Pretty much what they tell me, I don't believe it. Okay, but why these numbers remain high, removing views yet, leave these numbers, everything should be coordinated. All right, they're saying they're removing views, okay, but yet when you look at this, this is similar to this that I was sharing. It probably changed now. Okay, so why the views are still in the 1,000? Okay, if you're removing something someplace out, it should coordinate with that. This is the thing I keep on saying. I don't know coding, okay, but there's some programs that I'm aware of where you do certain things like AutoCAD, Okay, when you do XREF is one of those files where you do it once and then you import it someplace else. So when you fix it one place, wherever you have it copied someplace else, it automatically change. This is what I mean by those numbers. So if they were removing views or whatever someplace else, so why these remain so high? Back when PYTE was how do you call this? PYTE was monetized, I had less views than this. Okay, like 500, 600 or something like that, and I was getting close to $800. And then boop, there's issues, and now it's demonetized. Now I file it for them to review it. We shall see how it goes. Okay, but this, I'm getting more views, but why am I staying on? Okay, let's go to analytic. Okay, 300. It's been like that for like a couple days. All right, so that's it. Thanks to all of you who hopefully I will be seeing on Patreon, and it's to help this number. Okay, YouTube is not helping me at all, so I need to maintain. Okay, there's things that I need to buy to maintain the channel, memories and stuff like that. So I hope you guys subscribe to Patreon, because it's not free. In order for me to be there, I have to pay incentive percentage. So I hope to see you on Patreon to help support my channel. Okay, that's it. Thanks for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.